Absolutely. There's a very well-known strategy that I've been writing about and thinking about for the last couple of years, and speaking to psychologists about as well. The strategy is the same strategy that a field goal kicker uses to practice field goals under pressure. So if you're familiar with, I'm sure you're probably a football fan and you watch those last minute field goals. How do they do it? It's like the game is on the line, and it's you're either going to make the playoffs or not, or you're going to the Super Bowl or not, based on your field goal from just within your the furthest you can kick it, right? Just within there. Yeah. You can kick a 51-yard field goal. This is a 49, and and there are 100,000 people screaming for you to miss.
Okay.
How do you practice that? How do you deal with the nerves? So the best field goal kickers do what's called stress practice.
Okay.
They not only practice, but they practice under conditions that in some way simulate real world conditions. That's why if you go to a practice field, they're blaring noise out of the loudspeaker.
Yep.
They've got all sorts of distractions behind the field goal in practice.
Right. I've even seen where their team is almost acting as the crowd trying to mess with them.
Yeah, exactly. So that when it gets to that situation, it's not exactly like it, but they've been through it before. Why does Phil Mickelson, the golfer, practice 3-foot putts and he has to make 100 in a row? I'm a golfer. If I make 10 in a row, I'd be happy. So I've started doing that. I'm going to make 10. He does 100. And if he misses one, he has to start over again. Why does he do that? To put himself under those situations where when the tournament is on the line and there's a 3-foot putt, your hands start shaking. No matter who you are, your hands start shaking and you miss the putt. They never miss 3-foot putts in practice, but these even champions miss 3-foot putts when the tournament is on the line because they're not used to being in that situation. That's why it's always easy to say that if someone is not used to being the leader in the leaderboard in day 4 of a golf tournament, they may not be there because they're not used to that situation. And the champion is. The point is they practice under stress. I've talked to neuroscientists about this. You have to practice under conditions that will create a little stress.
How do we?
So here's the secret.
Right, go ahead. I was going to say, how do we create
those? Here's the secret, Pat. We have to practice presentations under a little stress.
Okay.
In front of people. How about 2 peers? How about some friends? Put yourself on a Zoom meeting or open Zoom. You don't even have to do this in front of people. Open Zoom and practice and record yourself and watch it back. If you're giving a presentation, you can't go back. You have to go through it from start to finish. Record yourself. Even if you flub it, you can't go back. You got to go through the whole thing. And if you flub it, you got to start again. You got to create these conditions that put you under just a little stress.